So I'm going to take a little bit of time here to show you how to life journal on a computer. You might be someone who is drawn more to typing and electronic media, more so than using a paper journal with pen. And that's fine. It really is about getting scripture into us. So as we go down this road, I will show you a couple tools that can make this easier for you. And both of these tools are free. In a browser, I have gone to Bible.com. And I've actually got an account at Bible.com where I've signed up. So I'm already logged in. That's why it says my.bible.com. This can keep track, when you make an account, it will keep track of the things that you've read. You can sign up for various reading plans and things like that. But as I'm here at Bible.com, I'm going to click on the Read button. And this will give me an opportunity to choose where I want to read. It's coming up to John 1 right now. If I wanted to choose a different book and chapter, I can go here and click the down arrow for that. And if I wanted to do a different version, I can go and choose a different version. But we'll just stick with the NIV here. And in life journaling, if you've watched the video that Pastor Ralph shared with us as an invitation to life journaling, he explained that you have to remember the word SOAP. It's scripture, observation, application, and prayer. And as we start our scripture portion, that's where we're doing this here at Bible.com in the browser. So we would figure out what scripture we're going to read, as Pastor Ralph shared. Just start with a chapter in the New Testament. And we read, and then when we start to figure out there's a verse that reaches out and grabs us that we want to journal on, and we decide what that is, in this version online, you can just click on that verse. So if I'm reading through and I get to, let's say I get down here to verse 14, the Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. We have seen the glory of one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. I can click on that verse. And what that does is it selects that entire verse, and you can see down here at the bottom that it's selected John 1:14, and it gives me some options that I can do. I can share the verse, copy, bookmark it, note it. And let's say there's two verses that I want to do. Maybe I want to do 16. So out of the fullness we have received grace in place of grace already given. So if I click on that one as well, now you can see that I have selected two verses, John 1:14 and 16. I'm going to go ahead and click on the copy button. This will send it to my clipboard and will allow me to paste it in another location. So as I've read the entire, what you want to do with life journaling and you're using the computer is you read the entire chapter that you're reading, and then you go ahead and click on verses that reach out to you during the time while you're reading. And then when you're done, all of those verses will have been selected. So perhaps I get down here, I could choose another one if I wanted to. I've already copied and pasted, but this will replace it. So let's say I saw the Spirit come down from heaven as a dove and remain on him. I choose that one as well. So now I've got three verses here that I might want to journal on. So I'm going to hit copy. That goes to the clipboard. And then I'm ready to go over to another tab that I've already gone into that is for a website called Evernote. Evernote.com. Now this is a free notebooking software. This is a place where you can have multiple notebooks with multiple sections, and inside of each section you can have multiple pages. So this is absolutely free. You can create an account so that you can save your notes online. If you want to save them locally on your computer, you can download Evernote. And it runs from pretty much any browser. I did find out that with Microsoft Edge, it is an older version of Evernote, but their newer version of Evernote supports Chrome, Firefox, Safari, if you're on a Mac. But you can see that I had created a note here just a little while ago. I'm going to create a new one. So now that I'm in Evernote, I've logged in, I'm going to choose New Note. And here's where I get a chance to title my note. So I might title it Word Became Flesh. And remembering again that we want to go with S, O, A, and P. I'm just creating myself a little template here because I'm going to put in scripture and then observation, application, and the prayer for my journaling. So the scripture is what I had copied from before, and it's on my clipboard. I can hit paste. So I right mouse click right under the S in scripture. I can choose paste. And there's the scriptures, the three verses that I copied back from the U version. And it even tells you where these verses are found and the HTTP reference to where I copied them from. And so I'll hit enter on that, and then these are the verses I want to journal on. So O stands for observation, so I would type in my observation. Observation goes here. Same thing for application. How it applies to, how I believe it applies to my life goes here. And then at the end, I type in a prayer. So prayer goes here. This is how you can do life journaling electronically. One of the cool things about doing it electronically is, like, let me say I'm done with this note. It comes back, and if I want to be able to search through my notes, imagine you've done this for a year, and you remembered that there was a time where you journaled on a particular word, say like grace, and you wanted to find any time that you've journaled on the word grace. You can come back here and you can do a search for words in your notebook that you want to search for. So that is one of the pluses of being able to do journaling electronically. You don't have a notebook that you have to go back through and search page by page for previous notes. So that's a plus. And so I hope this video hopes it helps you remove any barriers or roadblocks from being able to start this life journaling journey with us. Hope it's something that you can get behind and get excited about. And this is how I'll be doing it for a little while. And I hope to be able to share more with you later. Take care.